In Deuteronomy chapter 5, we see Moses reminding Israel of what happened on Mount Sinai, when God gave them the 10 Commandments. When the Lord God descended on the mountain in fire, and he spoke to Israel in thunder. I imagine Israel must have been shaken, terrified. And we read as much in the chapter. The Israel leaders go before Moses and they say, Moses, surely we are not worthy. We have seen the living God, and yet we live. This is a miracle. If we stay here any longer, we will die. Moses, you stay and let us go. You hear from the Lord, because if we stay again, we will die. And Moses is speaking to God about this. And God says one of my favorite verses in the entire Bible, Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 29. Oh, that they had such a heart in them, that they would fear me and always keep all my commandments, that it might go well with them and with their children forever. Now we read a verse like this in today's day and age, and many people think this is hard. Who is a God to say we should obey him and all of his commandments? But this is ridiculous. You see, God is a loving God who cares about us and wants what's best for us. And what's best for us is to obey him. That is the truth. God made mankind on the 6th day, after he formed all of the earth and made everything that was good. And then after he created mankind, he gave the entire world to him. He gave him dominion over the whole world. And he blessed mankind. He said to man and woman, be fruitful and multiply. Then he planted a garden for them and placed them in the garden, gave them trees and fruit to eat from. This is a good and loving God. And all he wants is what's best for us, and what's best for us is to obey him. You see, the cart before the horse is foolishness. And so is a rebellious heart in the face of a loving and good, almighty God. You see, mankind, we are weak. We are beggarly. We are created from the dust of the ground. And after the fall, it's said that we are going back to the dust. Yet in spite of all of that, God still loves and cares about you. He cares about me, and he cared about Israel in that moment. That's why he was giving them his law in the first place. That's why they were his chosen people. But the Israelites understood something in that moment. They understood who they were, and even more importantly, they understood who God is. You see, we are weak, but he is strong. And he only wants what's best for us. So like the verse says, oh, that you had such a heart in you, that you would always fear him, that you would always keep all his commandments, that it may go well with you and with your children forever. Love him, trust him, and obey him.